Welcome everybody, my name is Cheyenne and I'm the proud owner of a slightly successful business called SeaFox Pyrography, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this lovely little rustic box. Alright, so first, if you're not very good at drawing or making your own stencils, then I highly recommend using a free printable stencil like the one I'm using. Once you have your stencil, go ahead and get some graphite paper. You can pick this up from your local hobby store for a fairly good price if you're lucky. Now, place your stencil on top of your transfer paper, and now you're going to have to tape that sucker down, otherwise it's going to move all over the place. And for the next part, you're going to have to trace your stencil. And while you're doing this, try and make the stencil your own. And on the plus side, if you ever mess up, you can always use sandpaper to remove the mistake. Once you're done tracing, it's time to pull off. Once you're done tracing, it's time to pull the stencil off. This is one of my favorite things to do, and just look how clean those freaking lines are. Now let's move on to tracing your outline. You can start wherever you want, but make sure you use slow strokes to really define your outline. You can also use different hand pressures to create lighter or darker lines, so it would be wise to practice on a random piece of wood you're never going to use again. I should have said this at the start of the video, but my memory is equivalent to that of a goldfish, but you're going to want to sand your piece of wood you're working on. You want that bad boy to feel like butter. The smoother the wood, the easier to burn, so make sure you sand it before you put your stencil on. Keep in mind while you're doing your wood burning that there's going to be a lot of, the best word I have for it right now is gunk. Gunk buildup on the end of your wood burning tip. So every once in a while you're going to need to grab some of the sandpaper and scrape that off so you can continue having smooth burns. Alright everybody, y'all are gonna need to brace yourselves because I'm about to talk all about myself for this section. This is my first YouTube video I have ever made, and it was an absolute nightmare to figure out, but I had a lot of fun in the process. I'm hoping that the videos I put up will bring more attention to my business so I can continue my studies. My dream is to become a marine biologist and create my very own coral reef. I want to throw myself into studying reefs and learning how they grow, and of course I want to be able to study the amazing animals that thrive amongst the corals. And eventually, I want my reef to be an educational site for future marine biologists. I intend on dedicating my life to the reef I create. This is my passion, and there is no place that could ever compare to the beauty of our oceans. I could blab on forever about how much I love the ocean, but this isn't that kind of video, so let's get back to the art part and I'll shut up now. I will be posting this box on my Etsy page, and I'll also be putting the links to all my social media, so if all of you lovely people who watch this will please go and like and subscribe to all of that, it would be amazing. Now that your outline is done, let's try using a different tip to make little seed-like shapes. The tip I'm using has an actual name, but I have no idea what it's called, so we're just going to call it the ballpoint tip. Now I'm going to use this ball-like tip to gently push into the wood to make little circular shapes all around the inside of the flower. Alright, now it's time to make this thing look somewhat pretty by shading it. Now, I'm not very good at shading. This is a learning process for me as well, so let's just pray and hope for the best at this point. You can also play around with different temperatures and hand pressures to get lighter or darker shades. Now that that's done, I'm thinking I want to add more to this box, so I found this cute little rose vine template, and I'm just going to put this at the very bottom of the box. And so I ended up not liking the result I was getting from this writing tip I'm currently using, so I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the ballpoint tip and see if I can get some clearer lines on this. This worked much better, as I was able to follow along with the curves of the lines without my tip digging into the wood too much. And after finishing this, I decided I wanted to continue the rose pattern all along the bottom of the box. And that looks so much better. Now this is a part of the box I messed up on, so we can just go ahead and use some sandpaper to scrape that off. Now for the finishing touches. I already used my torch to burn the inside, and now I'm just going to do the same on the outside. Be careful when using this method. You have to move pretty quickly not to overburn the wood, and I'm just wanting to bring out the natural wood grain. All that's left to do after this is rub some beeswax or polyurethane over the wood to help seal and protect it. And that just wraps it up, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I plan on posting more projects, so please subscribe and please hit the like button so more lovely people can come art with me.